Preview.
When discussing alien civilizations and their behavior, the facts are lacking in almost every instance. What we do have in abundance are theories based around sociological behavior of humans and reports from apparent abductees. While there is absolutely no solid ground on which the following theories are based, they are incredibly interesting and make for excellent topics of discussion. In this video, we take a look at our top 5 most interesting alien theories. Let's begin. Number 5. Abduction paralysis and sedation. One of the most common precursors to an alleged alien abduction, claimed by almost every individual said to have experienced such an event, is paralysis. Oftentimes it is said to occur when waking from sleep, which led to the theory of standard sleep paralysis and waking nightmares explaining away the abduction process, but is also reported when alleged abductions take place during waking hours. A theory posed online states that the paralysis has less to do with ease of transport and study of the abductee, and instead is a security measure for the benefit of the abductors. It is claimed that many alien civilizations have evolved beyond the need for normal means of communication, and can pass information via telepathic connections. Given this constant psychical link to other living beings, the raw emotions of fear, anger and sadness, given off in staggering quantity by the abductee, would pose risk equal to that of unrestrained physical attack, and so the paralysis and sedation of human subjects is necessary for the protection of the abductors on a psychic level. Number 4. Mass alien observation. A theory attempting to explain the lack of physical alien contact on a large scale is that we as a species are being observed by many races of extraterrestrials, rather than being contacted. Linking into the previously mentioned idea that alien races have advanced beyond the need or capacity for conventional means of communication, we are of massive interest to almost every alien race in the universe. One such topic of interest is that of our social structure and emotions. Given that we are supposedly under observation by dozens of species of extraterrestrials who are no longer able to generate emotions or live in a society based on individual success, we are seen as one of the most fascinating examples of life within the universe, and explains why these visitors would travel a span of galaxies and yet not interact with us directly. Number 3. Abduction agreement. One of the most prevalent statements regarding alien abduction and experimentation is that of the overwhelming sense of fear and helplessness experienced by the abductees. A theory which has been put forward online is that the negative aspects of the abduction process are almost always recounted by victims of abduction through fleeting memories of the procedures or residual dreams and even regression therapy. The idea is that the emotional strain and suffering which is recounted by any of these means takes precedence over less emotionally taxing events during the abduction, up to and including the individual's agreement to take part in the experimentation. It is theorized that the abductors will explain the situation to the individual, along with their reasoning and what led them to require human subjects to begin with. The information given at this time is said to be completely agreeable, and that any and all abductees participate in the procedures of their own free will. The problem being that given the mimetic removal of the events prior to being returned to Earth, the human mind will hold on to the most traumatic parts of the experience, leading to all abduction accounts being described as terrifying and invasive. Number 2. Element 115, Moscovium. On the 2nd of February 2004, scientists working at the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research in Dubna, Russia, along with scientists from the US Department of Energy's Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory and Oak Ridge National Laboratory, announced the creation of Moscovium. While Moscovium, once known only as Element 115, exists in scientific fact, theories about its origins revolve around alien spacecraft and their ability to travel via anti-gravitational means. Theories range from its original instance being found in the wreckage of the Roswell UFO crash of 1947, to the synthesized element being key to anti-gravity travel due to its claimed relatively odd gravitational behavior. It is said to be the power source for all alien spacecraft, and that its discovery, synthesis, and eventual implementation into human aeronautical design will prompt the mass visitation of all alien species currently observing humanity's technological advancement. Number 1. The intergalactic law of space travel. At the top spot on our list, we have a theory that by all accounts is more fitting of a science fiction story than of a theological discussion, the intergalactic law of space travel. The theory is as follows. Combining the idea that we are constantly being observed by many species of extraterrestrials, and that we have not yet been physically contacted on a worldwide scale, the theory of space travel lore is that we as a species, just like all other forms of intelligent life in the universe, are completely free to develop our technology in all aspects without intervention. The exception to this is that once a civilization becomes technologically advanced enough and has the physical means to travel outside of its home star system by means of a manned spacecraft, the observing parties will be required to make their presence known to the entire species. This is not necessarily a bad thing, as the theory states that it is due to make us aware of the laws abided by every other advanced civilization in the universe and not to prevent us from exploring.